These things are too strange. I adore this place. Oh, Error, pal. Oh, come on, Error, calm down. I think we should build something with this.
Give me this! It's mine! Finally! I got rid of that worm! It's another of those strange beings.
Error, don't kill Miss Chicken or Ink, please. Error, don't hurt the chicken. This chicken is cute. Don't you dare kill him. Error, you need to eat Ink's chicken. That gives you health.
So, I can eat this thing.
Eat?
Okay, Ink and Error are now together. Not in that way. Anyway, you two are going to need to work together because Error is practically blind and Ink is clueless and both of you are new here. Also, respawning appears to work like it normally does, so that's good.
Clueless?
I wonder if you guys can find a village somewhere near. You might find some very useful things there to help you in your Minecraft adventure. Teamwork time. Error, first calm down. Ink has nothing to do with all this mess. He has no idea how he got there too.
If you come near me, I'm going to kill you.
Howdy. Gee, that's quiet. What do you say I tell you a fun fact to pass the time? Do you know how outcodes are born? There are many ways, really. Some intentional, some not. I'll tell you perhaps the most common ones. For those who have never been in codes, that is. For this story in specific, it happened with a drop of paint. Sometimes when powerful beings fight, their leftover magic joins together. Sometimes enough to make a new soul. A soul born of magic, paint, memories, leftover code, and a will. Whose will, no one knows. Never the soul's. It was too young, it had none. The parents don't have to see it there at first. I didn't know I was there myself either. I heard the world before I saw it. My soul wasn't an infant nor an adult. I had thoughts, notions, and ideals, none which were my own. I knew what was happening. I wasn't scared. The battle went on. Neither side noticed the audience. They're powerful, I thought. I would probably be too myself. I was the child of guardians, after all. I didn't think I could speak. Probably would, but not yet anyway. I knew about the balance and about error and ink before I met them. I remember thinking being what I was then was a good thing. I was wrong. Powerful creatures attract attention. Unwanted attention. Fate. Entities. Destiny. Destiny thought fate had enough toys. They thought their sibling was far too impulsive to mortals. They weren't fit to guard the balance. They wanted to claim it. Fate, however, thought destiny would lay off. It was their multiverse. They might not have made plans for the soul, but another guardian could always do. It was their balance. They could have fun. I knew from one of the memories that weren't mine, the strings at least were dangerous. But I couldn't move. And I couldn't yet scream. The rope didn't seem harmless either. I was scared. I'm not sure anyone else could see any of those. I knew none of that should be in my soul. There was a tug. Then a crack. And finally, there was dark. I just barely arrived, and poof, out like a candle. I don't know for how long it was dark, but somehow, I heard the roll of dice. I'm not sure how I even knew that was it, but I felt a different presence. It was there for just a moment, though as far as I know, it could have been hours. Before I woke up, I knew I should be in pain. I knew I should feel something. Anything. But there was nothing. I didn't give much thought to the aftermath of my creation. Although I didn't feel basically anything, there was nothing quite wrong or painful. My bones were ever so cold, and I lacked the warmth of emotion or even a soul beat. At first, people thought what I had was emotional numbness after whatever that was. Yet another concept I knew from Ink and Error's magic, despite my roughly 5 minutes of existence. Both had no trouble taking me in. They seemed familiar to the idea of new souls emerging from their countless battles. Ink seemed sympathetic. We could both tell we had something in common. And we could both tell even our sympathy was fake. I knew I made Error at least a bit uncomfortable at first. It didn't take him long to figure out. He'd have to deal with yet another soulless being. He took a while to warm up. Not that I ever returned it. I really think both tried their best. It wasn't that they don't care, but more so the other way around. More and more often, the world seemed to go on without me. Everything with a purpose. Everything changed. Things went forward. It was dramatic sometimes. Others boring. Like a story. I've seen things like this longer than I can remember. Entire worlds, just drafts. I've heard the voices longer than I can remember. Your voices. Though I felt nothing, I've always heard them. Requests, thoughts, ideas. They echoed like whispers. Some louder, others shy or confident. Then it clicked. I needed a purpose. This time, I heard the flip of a coin. It's funny, really. Everything that happened to me so far seemed like a game of chance. I happened to be scrolling through some AU's code that moment. That's when I felt it. I felt it. To be honest, I can't pinpoint when I realized it. But the voices, they wanted something. Many of their stories weren't complete. Some were even asking for my help. Those two presences seemed to call me a puppet.
What?
Needed a tool. It was clear at that moment I was not a protector. And I was not a destroyer. I was a neutral element. I'm your tool. Your vessel. Your paintbrush or eraser. A hero, a villain, a fill-in character, or even a backstage assistant pulling the strings. I don't mind. I am soulless, after all.
Wait! Hold up, pals! I'm not done yet. Phew, I thought I was a goner. I have a few more things to add. So, what did you think of the story? I've noticed that you were awfully bored, so I thought to myself, nah, that won't do. And again, I thought to myself, who better to entertain you than yours truly? Now, from what I have to say firstly, I've never really told this to anyone. Not much point, so guess you're lucky. Still, I mean anyone, including my parents, so let's leave it to that, shall we? I don't want to deal with a freaked out destroyer. Secondly, she hates when I break the fourth wall like this. But this comic was made by my very own creator, Kuro909. Those 13 pages pretty much killed her, so I thought I'd be nice and credit her myself. Also for making me. Non-existence is so boring. That being done, I think I have nothing else to say. Happy birthday to myself, I guess. Be seeing you, pals. Stay creative.